Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunshine. In the last part we did Pianta Village. In this part I'm finally gonna actually catch Shadow Mario here. All that stuff I was saying in the last segment about like how I thought you had to like sort of keep mashing R and that counted as like a separate hit. Man, Peach looks ridiculous right now. It's all rubbish. You just have to keep a continuous stream on him, and if you keep the right distance, this will continue to hit him, and you can sort of get him down really quickly, like you just saw me do. You can do this in pretty much every level, but obviously the different terrains make it a bit more difficult to do. This one's been particularly easy. So he's going to open up the first stage. I'm going to spray some water on there prematurely, just because you have to spray it a certain amount of times, and then it behaves basically like a painting from Mario 64. This leads to the first level of the game, Bianco Hills, which I'm actually not going to do in this segment. I'm going to do another level. So I'm immediately just going to pause and exit. It'll take me back to the plaza, and in here I now have access, well, I have the means to access the second level. And although it didn't show it, I also have the means to access the third level, and this one was actually already available, I think, even before I did that. So I'm going to do this one first, because it's pretty much the same procedure for like both the second and third levels. So I'm just going to spray this, and it's going to be another one of those Petey Piranha type things that definitely isn't actually Petey Piranha though, because he actually is in this game and he's not this thing. But the only difference here is that you have to do like 2 rounds of it instead of 1. So it doesn't make it any more difficult, it just makes it twice as long, but that's fine. It's nice to have a little bit of downtime now and again, you know, because we can just appreciate this area a little bit, I guess, and start killing off some of these little things, because they will get in your way, and I just missed a cycle. Wow. That's weird, doesn't usually happen. So on this last hit, I'm actually going to start sliding away, because after you kill him, the game warps you back to where he is. So if you're going at like max speed like I am now, it's going to basically merge me with the lighthouse a little bit, and then it'll put me straight back out, and Mario will just slide miles away on the goop. So this here is Gelato Beach. I am not going to be getting this in this segment. I don't even think I'm going to be getting there in the next segment. So we're just going to go ahead and open the other level that's available to us at the moment. These are the only ones that I can actually access, because in order to get to Pinna Park, which if you haven't figured that out yet, I'm sure there's probably a clue in the title maybe. That's what I'm going to do in this segment. I'm going to do that level. And to get to Noki Bay, you need to actually have 20 shines, and I only have 17 at the moment, so my options are somewhat limited, but that's fine. So, same thing as the previous one, this guy takes 2 cycles to kill, or 2 rounds I should say. I'm just going to stand slightly, okay, I'm going to stand slightly outside his area so that the boss battle music doesn't play. There's no real reason for this at all, oh, I'm too far away. I hope that hasn't restarted the fight, it actually might have, let's find out. There is like a cool thing you can do after this, where if after you deliver the final hit, you can spray some water on the ground and slide all the way to Bianco Hills and actually enter it during this cutscene. And all it really does is, this cutscene still plays, but then after it you just immediately enter Bianco Hills. It's a little like travel time save, but it's not anything that I'm really too concerned about. It is pretty much just a speedrun trick. So here's Rico Harper. I'm not going to do this stage either, but I am going to enter it just so that I can come back to the plaza, and this will trigger the Pinna Park opening cutscene. So I'll just click this shine. This level actually is like one of the better ones in the game, so I'm quite looking forward to when I eventually do get to it, but that's not going to be for a couple videos time I think. So let's just head back out, and it should show me that there's now like a ship in the water. Yep, there we go. So this triggers the cutscene to open Pinna Park, and there is a way to skip this cutscene if you... I'll show what the method is, but I'm not actually going to do the skip because I haven't practiced it, honestly, and it's a little bit precise and it doesn't really seem worth it when I'm just going to be editing it out. But even though I'm on like the normal Delfino Plaza map now, there are still some buildings that have poor collision, and this one right here is one of them. Let me just get on top of it. There is actually a blue coin inside this, and I'm slightly worried that I'm going to grab it, because you can do this, so I'm going to make a save state here and just show what you would do. You just sort of... Okay, a little bit better than that would be nice. So let me just jump off again, and he should just pop through. So there we go, and you sort of navigate out of bounds, and eventually I'm going to load that again. you navigate out of bounds and pretty much you die as you touch the cutscene trigger. And you do this because whenever he's out of bounds, if you stand on the ground for long enough, he will die. If you keep jumping, he won't. I'll elaborate on this a little bit more in a future video because it is a glitch that I'm going to be abusing for one of the shines on the plaza. So I'm actually going to jump into this cutscene trigger and just edit the cutscene out because we don't need to see it. If you really want to see it, just look it up on YouTube. It's easy to find. Okay then. Okay, so we're back after the cutscene. I can now jump into this cannon. If you're wondering, before that cutscene is triggered, there's like a pianta inside the cannon, and he doesn't let you go in it. Also worth noting that you definitely missed this island by like a long shot, unless the beach like extends very far out into the distance, and we just didn't see it. So this is quite an interesting level. There's one really big skip that I'm going to do in it, but that's not in this mission. In this mission, well, let me just quickly show what it looks like. You've got this whole beach section, which is really nice, very pleasant, and then you've got this like inside section with the park. Now, you can see Shadow Mario in there, you can see a lot of stuff going on if I just go into first person mode, but what we're looking at is actually an incomplete version of the park because there is actually a loading zone here. So when you go in, it loads it properly. But that's going to be an important fact for a little bit later on. In the meantime, I'm just going to chase him. Now, there's a little cutscene that plays when you get close enough here to like this thing, where you find out basically that Shadow Mario is actually Bowser Jr. Still don't really remember what the difference is between him and Baby Bowser. I think Baby Bowser is literally just normal Bowser when he's a kid, so yeah, this is like Bowser's son. But what I'm going to do is, as soon as I touch this like differently coloured part of the ground while sliding, I'm going to pause and hit exit level, and this just skips that cutscene. So like right here, he slides into the trigger as I exit level, and for some reason this doesn't actually exit Pinna Park, it just exits the cutscene, so it's a pretty lengthy one, so I'm glad I was able to skip it. And it wasn't worth like editing out like the one before the stage was, so yeah. So this is the first of two sections where you're on this roller coaster and you've got to use rockets to actually hit something. This one is definitely the least offensive of the two. We will be seeing the second one later in this video. There will probably be a lot of failure in it, so if that's something you enjoy, then you will like this segment. I don't know, is that going to connect? Let's see. No, of course it's not. Okay. So I'm not really sure if I'm wanting to use like save states in this. I'll probably not bother unless it gets out of hand. It shouldn't be... Okay, I mean that should have been a free hit, but I managed to squander it. That's fine though. Like I say, if it gets out of hand, I will have no problem using save states. There is a little cutscene that plays at the end of this section as well, which I can also skip using the same pause technique that I did a second ago to skip the opening cutscene. And I will be doing that. I will be doing it with save states because, I mean, I don't know if this is actually true, but it seems like a lot more precise. At least when I was practicing, it seemed a lot more precise than the one to skip the opening one. So I'll just grab this rocket. I'll make a save state here. Can I get him from here? I probably can. No, I mean that was way too high. Let's load it. Oh, nope, wrong save state. This is the right one. Okay, let's try this. I mean, the angles are just like a disaster, so I don't know if... I think this is the last hit, is it? No, it's 4 hits. What a very weird number. It's usually 3 or sometimes 5 in video games, but I guess Sunshine has always been kind of an oddball in the Mario series, so that's fine. Getting dangerously low on health. I guess I just assumed that it was 4. It might actually be 5, but hopefully it's 4. So here we go. Let's just see if I can time this correctly. So that was the last hit. Just wait. Okay, so I was too slow there. If I do it, nope, too slow again. If I do it now, hopefully this works. You saw the cutscene starting to play there, so hopefully you can appreciate what I've just skipped. Yep, there we go. And the shine that I get at the end of it appears here. And I can just grab this. You can see Corona Mountain in the background. Actually, yeah, let's just take a minute and have a look and see what I like to do this, as you might have noticed. See what we can see in the background. So there's Corona Mountain. I think there's Rico Harbour over there in the far distance, and this is Gelato Beach. I think that's all we can see, at least from this angle. It's all we can see, but I'll keep an eye out for other ones as well. Okay, let's let's do the weird camera thing. Let's I'm gonna jump, and in the air I'm gonna press Y, and this lets me turn around in the air. And this is gonna give Mario a weird sort of angle when he grabs the shine. If I can launch myself into the shine and do it. There we go. So he's gonna be, yeah, he's like not facing the screen anymore. He's like, it looks like there's nothing wrong with this, but he is actually slightly off. I did show this in a previous segment anyway, but you know, it's good to just do it again when I can. So I am fast forwarding all of these little cutscenes just because they are all the same. We don't really need to see them. So it's kind of interesting how like the levels almost seem like they're on like their own sort of plane of existence, because Rico Harbor is just like a portrait, well not a portrait, like a painting type thing to get to it. Whereas Pinna Park, you actually shoot yourself there. It's the only one that's like that, so it's, yeah, it's kind of weird how. Anyway, for this shine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over, I'm going to stop in the water very slowly first. And I'm going to use a save state here just because this might get a little bit frustrating, but it might not. This is selectively difficult in my experience, but what you're supposed to do is pick up a bomb, throw it at this guy, do this 3 times and he dies basically. You don't actually need to do this, you can just side flip and dive, and well, you can see what I was going for there. If you do it quick enough and accurately enough, you can actually just get inside. So let's definitely do it that way. I think it's worth failing it a few times if we eventually do get it. So, but yeah, I mean this is why I made a save state, because I'm not very good at this, as you can see. I really want to, yeah. Okay, I want to. Maybe I should do it from like on top of this ledge, or I'll try this first. I really feel like that should have worked though. That's very frustrating. Like, I don't think I did anything wrong there. It's the worst kind of failure in video games, when you like know you did it right and it still didn't work. I mean, you know, let's just load the save state. Was it this one? It was this one. Okay, because I don't want to go in here with full health. I don't think health really matters too much. And that's like, okay, this is really getting annoying now, because like I'm like doing it, but my position just kind of sucks. So like I'm missing it. Let's try again. Shouldn't take too many more attempts now. Oh, okay. I don't know how I took damage there. That's another thing that seems inconsistent about this. But I realise that, you know, if I put in just a tiny bit more effort to this, I'd be able to like get it down. Because like speedrunners do it very consistently. There we go. And I'm definitely going to be making a save state here. This is the one that I mentioned earlier that has like a Yoshi's Island background. It looks really nice. I really like it. Not that big a fan of the stage itself though. I don't know why, I just like suck at this for some reason. Like, I don't know, I guess my reaction time is selectively good. Maybe it's an emulator thing, maybe it's just, no, it's definitely not. I'm making excuses now. But yeah, there's like 2 paths. This one just leads to a 1-up, I think. So we are just going to go up here. Try that again. Slightly better angle. Just ground pound for no reason. Okay. So, okay, well, this is kind of good timing, I guess, because I need to wait for this. There we go. I'll just do jump dives. It's like the fastest way to move when you don't have the flood. I will definitely wait on this. If I was a little bit faster, I actually could have made this, and it would have looked really cool, because it would be disappearing behind me, but, you know, I'm not a speedrunner of this game at all. I'm going to be greedy here and grab this, which I don't need. Oh, we're getting this effect in the end anyway, so that's cool. So let's just grab this shine. And yeah, that's the first secret of this stage, and that one was pretty straightforward. The other one is definitely a lot trickier than that, but we'll get to that in a second. So, back in the plaza, it's nice to not have a little cutscene playing here. In fact, we won't be getting one until we finish Pinna 4. But at that point, I'm actually going to have to take a little detour and actually go and do something in the plaza. So, that'll be interesting to see. So this mission here is one of those ones that just looks amazing when done correctly. Like if you speedrun this, or if you watch a TES of this, just the movement is insane, because like anyone who's played this game knows that the red coins in this mission are kind of a bit of a pain to get, honestly. Okay, let's just bonk into NPCs, I guess. Sounds like fun. So back in the main part of the park, we're going to collect the red coins that are scattered all over this area, mostly up where the ships are, and yeah, just they're pretty high up in the air, and that's just what makes it look so cool. Like when it's done well, basically. I think this has been a failure. That's okay. Let's try again. Let's just get back up. Okay, I need to practice my spin jumps a little bit. I was like so confident with them in segment 1, Also, speaking about segment 1, like, at the time of this recording, segment 1 is live. Segment 2 has been recorded for a couple of days. It's not live yet. It'll probably be going live tonight, I would imagine. And I noticed that, like, a lot of people did complain about the lag. I mean, you know, I guess there's no point in me like saying this because by the time you see this video, you've already have seen segment 2. But I did actually fix the lag in that one, and yeah, I just want to like say again that if you were playing along with this and you had the lag, then the way that I fixed it was to change one of the video settings from Direct 3D 11, I think, to Vulkan. And I just wanted to clarify that in case anyone is playing along and had the same issue, because it was, I mean, I watched parts of segment 1 back, and it was pretty distracting. I didn't realise it was like that bad, but it's fixed now, and it will be fixed for the rest of the playthrough. If there's any lag from now on, it will be pretty minimal. So I'm just sort of rambling a little bit here, because there's not a whole lot to say. This is a pretty straightforward section. I guess this bit that I'm about to do is like the hardest, where you have to kind of avoid these guys. There's one red coin, there's another. I'm actually missing one. There should be another. Oh no, that's a blue coin. Should show up if I just do this and have a look around. This sort of thing happens a lot, mostly in Mario 64 hacks, where like I managed to get 7 of the coins, no problem, and then can I do this? Yeah, I can. I should have done that to all of them actually. I get 7 of the coins with no difficulty, and then I just cannot find the 8th one. There it is, though. Actually, we saw a similar thing happen in Serena Beach as well, so I guess it's not limited to Mario hacks. But here's the last one. Let's just actually grab it, Mario. Thank you. And there it is. I will just head back up and grab that. But rather than like doing this the intended way of pressing A here, I'm just going to press B on the edge of this and then immediately hover, because that looks slightly cooler, I guess. And, you know, it's always worth doing it if it looks a little bit cooler. What do I want to do here? I guess this will work. Spin jump, showing how useful it is yet again. Definitely the best move in this game. Very underutilized by the casual player, I think. And that was true when I played this game first as well, so I'm not even like having a go at anyone. Let's grab this shine, and okay, cool. So now we have 20. I can actually access Noki Bay now, which is supposed to be like the second last level of the game. Obviously, Pianta Village is the last, and we've already done that. I mentioned also in the last video that I was possibly going to put up to a vote what I was going to do in this video. I actually did end up doing this. I did it in my Discord server and the channel for my Twitch subscribers. Anyone who's a subscriber to me on Twitch was able to vote and pick which level I did next, and the majority wanted Pinna Park, so that's what I did. So once I'm done with this mission, Yoshi is going to become available in the plaza after I chase down Shadow Mario, and after that he's going to be useful in a lot of places in this game. He's going to show up in this level actually, and I'm going to use him immediately. But before I can get to that, I have to do this mission, so let's just get these guys out. Is this actually going to be enough water? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So these guys sort of ground pound at you, but you can hopefully get a couple of them at once to like sort of land in roughly the same spot, and if you do that you can get a double hit, which is nice. Just I mean, it sort of saves time, but not really, because these cutscenes play, there's one flower per like guy that you kill, so if you kill a few at once it just immediately goes to the next cutscene. Also, not totally sure what those guys are saying, but I always heard "I'm loving it" like the McDonald's slogan, and I think that's still their slogan, right? I'm pretty sure it is, but that's all I can hear. I mean, you probably can't hear it because I'm gabbing so much right now, but if you're playing along with me, you can tell me what you think they're saying. Maybe it's like some Japanese phrase or something, I don't know. Come on guys, let's go, see if I can get a doubler again. I just stand in sort of roughly the same spot. Is this guy gonna go? Oh, he didn't even, that was weird, I guess because he hit the other one. Oh, this is glorious. Yep, this is actually possibly the worst thing to happen to anyone ever. Brilliant. Okay, let's just do them one at a time then, it's not worth faffing about. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die on the easiest mission on Pinna Park. No, I'm not, because there's a coin. Excellent. See, I knew it was going to work out eventually. Oh, okay. That's really cool that it interrupted me at this time. And the guy actually... so these guys like still move even when those cutscenes are going on, which I think is a little bit unfair, but, you know. Where does the shine appear? It's like here or something, right? I think it's about here. Let's just find it. Am I suspended in the air right now, or did he land? I'm not actually sure how that works in this game. Yep, okay, I landed. Well, there you go. Mystery solved. So, let's just grab this one. And like I said, I'll be taking a little detour now to go and unlock Yoshi. So, after you get Yoshi, the other stuff that you can unlock in the plaza that Shadow Mario has are the 2 other nozzles for the flood, but those don't show up until 25 and 30, almost said stars, 25 and 30 shines for each of them. So that's not something we're going to be doing here, probably in the next video for at least one of them, but you saw where Shadow Mario was there. He's over where Bianco Hills was, so I'm just going to head over there and actually trigger the second chase of this video. See if I can like get him down nice and quick. So he doesn't run quite as linearly as he did before, but I can hear the sound that is connecting a lot. So hopefully, yeah, okay, that was really good. Okay, I guess the key is to just like try and stay a certain distance from him. So he's looking for a banana. There's a banana right here. That's actually completely RNG, so that's good. So how does Yoshi work in this game? Well, he changes color based on the fruit that he eats, and that's a pretty big thing for something I'm about to do in Pinna Park. You see him change colour a little bit there. And basically R sprays juice, and it works very similarly to the Flood. You can still do the big spray. It's a lot more powerful than the Flood's big spray is. But other than that, you can sort of do this as well. Yoshi can jump really high, you can do triple jumps, you can do spin jumps. And something else to notice is that you can press X, not Y, you press X and Mario will just jump off of him. So it's kind of interesting to note that if I press X, he sort of does like a backflip and ends up ages away. On the Japanese one he goes pretty much straight up and lands right here, and it lets you do like some ceiling clipping glitches, which, oops, I did not mean to do that. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I don't actually need Yoshi. But yeah, it lets you clip through some ceilings in the Japanese version, but that's pretty much the only like useful glitch that comes from it, so it's not a big deal. So I mean, if you enter a stage with Yoshi, you don't actually keep him as you enter the stage. You have to get him on like a stage by stage basis, so it doesn't matter that I lost him there. So we're on episode 5. Something interesting about Sunshine is that if you are on a mission and you collect a shine from a later mission, you can actually basically go to the mission after that later one. So I'm on Shine 5. If I can find a way to collect Shine 6 without getting Shine 5, the next time I enter Pinna Park, I'll be able to move the cursor over to Shine 7, which is the Shadow Mario mission. That would be really good, because it would mean I could skip doing this one, and that's actually exactly like what I'm going to do. So like I mentioned before, this version of the area that we're looking at is sort of an incomplete one. It's not got everything in it. I mean, you'll see in a second what I really mean by this, but I don't want to go through there because that's a loading zone. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find Yoshi, because I actually need him to do this. So he's over here. What fruit does he want today? He wants the Steve, also known as the papaya. So you just have to spray the beach, and eventually you'll find it. I do sort of roughly know where everything is, but like where all the fruits are. They do actually have set locations. I feel like they might respawn if you take too long here. I feel like I've sort of went... Oh, there it is. Okay, so I think there's more than one of these. I hope there's more than one of these, because I'm going to need... Oh, okay. Lost my hat. Yeah, in this game, how does it work again when you lose your hat? It's not the same as it is in Mario 64. I'm going to kill this guy. Where did the Steve go? I have completely lost it. It was right in front of me, and I have no idea what I've done with it. Yeah, this is pretty dandy. Let's just see if I can get another one to come out then, I guess. Hopefully it's possible. Doesn't look like it is, though. Am I really about to exit the course just to... I think I might be. Wow, this is a tragedy. And of course, none of it will be getting edited out. Because like I always say, if I have to suffer, there is no reason that everyone else shouldn't too. Okay, let's just see if it did respawn though. I mean, like, I feel like this is automatically a failure though, because I need another papaya in a minute. Yeah, Not really getting anything here. I know there's a durian over here, which I'm also gonna need, but yeah, let's just see. Let's just see. Because okay, I know what's gonna happen though. As soon as I leave the stage and come back in, he's gonna want the papaya again, because it's me playing the game, so that's pretty much just guaranteed. Worst luck possible. Oh yeah, okay, so I've actually lost my hat again without even realizing it. Who's got it? I didn't even see this happening. I can't see it on anyone, and I'm getting yeah, so this is how it works in this game. Like, you get like sunburned, I guess, or let's just get him down this way. Let's just get this back. And it gives you your health back, that's nice. But seriously though, why am I not getting this damn fruit? Where is it? Okay, fine then. Yeah, you want to play that way? We'll exit the course and go back in. You're not going to beat me, game. I'm about to absolutely shit all over you, in fact, so you're about to be punished for what you've just done. Okay, let's go back in then, very, very slowly, of course. I should have probably just made a save state here, although that wouldn't really change the RNG, but I'll make one anyway. So, we're on mission 5 again. Let's go and see what Yoshi wants this time. Hopefully not the Steve. I'm going to keep calling it that. I'm sure like 3 people watching this will understand the reference, and certainly won't be explaining it, so I hope you do. What does he want? What does he want? Of course! Of fucking course. So, I don't know if I can actually do this, because I need more than one papaya, basically. So there's one. Is there another one? I think there should be, but I have no idea where it is. And I don't feel like spraying the beach. So we're just going to get Yoshi out here. I'm going to spray... I think there might be one like here. Yep, I don't have a clue, and I really don't feel like exiting again. But I think it might be necessary. Oh well. It's just life, isn't it? A series of disappointments. Those are coins. Those are definitely not papayas. Yeah, I'm getting all the fruit that I don't want. So, I mean... this is tragic. I mean, maybe I can just do this without... No, I can't. I can't. You know what? I'm sick of this. Like, I want the other papaya to show up. I don't know why it's not. I don't know where it is. I don't even know if there is a second one, actually. But it's like really, really bothering me that this is happening. You know what? Fuck it. I'm editing. I'm doing it with a different fruit. I'm sure it's possible this way. I just don't know where the other papaya is, and I need a second one. So yeah, just gonna edit. Okay, so on my next attempt, he actually wants the pineapple, which is fine by me. I think it was like around this area. Let's get rid of these guys. Well, let's knock them out of the air at least. So where is it? Where is the pineapple? It was definitely around here. I've already forgot. It's ridiculous that I've already forgot, but I have. But yeah, let's just spray. I mean, stuff like this is a nightmare. Like, I really dislike that, having to look for stuff on the beach. It happens quite a lot in this game, actually. So, we've now got Yoshi, and I'm going to continue to spray the beach because I'm looking for that papaya. I'm going to spray this away over here, just out of the road for a minute. I'm actually going to come over here because there's a durian that I want somewhere. Where is it? I found it before. There it is. So I've just eaten this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to eat the papaya and just jump off Yoshi. The fruit is now stuck in mid-air and it's actually stored. This is fruit storage. So what this means is the next time I press the B button, he's going to eat that papaya. And this will be relevant in just a second. I'm coming over here to try and reset their position, the enemies that are like really far away, because I want them to be like next to each other. So let's just fast forward the game until they do this, because this next part's a little bit tricky. So I'm pretty much just going to explain what I'm going to do on the pause screen. I'm going to go under them, I'm going to lure them over to near the entrance to the park, and I'm going to wait for them to get in the corner. I'm then going to spray them with Yoshi's juice, and what this will do is it will turn them into a platform, and if I do this when they're at the right height, I can clip underneath the platform by holding L and move into the left, and actually get out of bounds and end up inside this like incomplete version of the park. And this is going to be useful because it's going to let me actually get onto the 6th shine rather than the 5th one, which I'm on right now. So let's just make a save state. Let's just go for it. The explanation I gave is definitely good enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just luring them over here into this corner of like the brick structure in front of me. Actually, I'll make the save state here. So I'm going to stand over here, and when the shadow meets me, I'm just going to run out, wait for it to bob up a little bit, do this, try and glitch through. No, I was too slow, I guess. I really feel like I wasn't, but that's fine. Wrong save state. I'll make my save state here instead. So when the shadow touches me, just walk out, spray him, clip through, I said. Okay, let's try again. So shadows touched me, walk away, spray him, clip through. I'm now in the unloaded, well, not the unloaded, but the sort of incomplete version of the park. So I've made a save state here so I can explain what I'm now going to do. Over there is the merry-go-round, and you need to have an orange Yoshi in order to actually trigger this cutscene. Unfortunately, this entire section is barred off with an invisible wall. There is no way, it would seem, to get through it. You can actually just hold them against it though, which looks really cool, just by holding the analog stick there. Let's just do this for fun, I guess. And this is like where he falls down. So this is a problem, obviously. What I need to do now is I need to get this guy to be sort of going towards where the merry-go-round is, and before he stops moving, while he's still actually like in motion, I need to spray him with the juice. So it's about this angle here, and then I can just jump on top of this, and for some reason, as long as you're on this platform, you can go through the invisible wall. And the reason that I had to do it while I was in motion is because this platform has the same momentum that the enemy had before you sprayed it. So I'm over here now. It's important you don't jump anytime before you get to the merry-go-round, like on the green bit that is, because otherwise this malarkey happens and you're pretty much stuck. You're soft locked. So I'll just reload that save state, and now I can jump down. So this is how you trigger the next mission. Where is it? Over here. But because I don't have an orange Yoshi, the game rejects it. Luckily I stored the fruit earlier, so I can just press B, eat the Steve, and I'm in. So all of that setup was just to skip one shine, which I'm going to go back and do later anyway, because this is a 100% playthrough. But I don't think I'm going to do it in this video. I think I'll leave it until I do the rest of Pinna Park. Actually, no I won't. I think I'm just going to do it in this video. I mean, why not, right? I'm here. And I won't be coming back to this stage for a little bit. Oh, okay, so that was really, really cute what you just did there, Mario. I don't know why you did it. Like, I don't know how he sort of... I've already forgot what happened, so I guess I'm not going to rant about it. Can I make this? Yes, was the answer. Good. Little victories. Makes it all worthwhile. So, just waiting on this. I do like the background here. It's just sunflowers. I don't know if that's actually from a game or not. It just kind of looks like the level, I guess. We did see the sunflowers earlier. The McDonald's slogan people. So... yeah, okay, this mission was probably like better than the one that I did before. This last section with the yet another square watermelon can be a little bit tricky. If you just are a little bit patient, which as we know I struggle with immensely, you shouldn't have too much difficulty here. Just jump on this before it goes and just ride it around, and all is good. I am pretty pleased with how that turned out, actually. I only died once. Should have been 0, but you know, whatever. And a spin jump should make this nice and easy, and there we go, got the shine. So you're going to see in a second what I was talking about earlier, how like the shine screen on the level actually allows me to get past shine 5 now. I'll probably go back and do shine 5 at the end, or maybe not right at the end. I think I'll probably leave 8 till the end because it really sucks and I will probably not want to play the game after I'm done with it. But here we go, back to Pinna Park. We can have a look at this screen. And yeah, so this is a kind of an unusual sight to see one that's still greyed out, but yeah, that's just how it works in this game. So let's deal with Shadow Mario for the moment. This one is kind of annoying. Like, if you take too long to kill him, to spray him down I should say, he sort of does a lot of annoying jumps and it's really hard to actually get him there, so I'm going to hopefully be able to kill him before we get to that point. I keep saying kill him, I'm going to continue to say it because you all know what I mean. I'm too far away from him right now. It's definitely one of my least favourite Shadow Mario chases though, I've gotta say. Yeah, okay. I think the hell might have started. Yep, the hell has started. Probably best at this point to just kind of let him complete his little gauntlet and get back onto land. And if I just get a little bit closer, hopefully I can make this a little bit easier. Another sort of annoying thing is, like, even if you keep holding R, even if you've got enough water in the tank, it will stop spraying after a bit. And that's kind of a nuisance, because, I don't know why they did that. Because, like I say, you still have water in the tank, just a minor inconvenience, I guess. You just have to let go of it and repress it. Very difficult. Okay, so there he's down now. I think he pretty much says this every time, right? So let's just jump up here, because why not? Let's do a really stupid dive into it with that first person sort of thing. Oh, I missed it. That's fine. But now I kind of need to do it, just get like a slightly different angle. We can see like the side of the shine here, so that's kind of cool. See how thick it is? I guess that was worth doing. Also, originally, like a second ago, I said I might do Shine 5 later on. The reason I changed my mind on that is because I want to have 25 at the end of this stage, and if I don't do it, I'm only going to have 24. So let's go in and actually do Shine 5 now. You can see how in like an any % speedrun, where you're just trying to beat the game as quickly as possible, you know, where you need to like get all the Shadow Mario missions done, it's like advantageous to do that skip that I did earlier. But you know, for a run like this, it really serves no purpose other than that it looks really cool, which is definitely a good enough reason to do anything, in my opinion. So into the actual main park this time. This is a mission that, if you do it the intended way, is a real pain in the butt. Like, honestly, one of the most annoying ones I think in the game. But you know, I probably don't even need to finish this sentence, but I will just for the sake of it. We're not going to be doing it the intended way. We're just going to cheese it. So, I mean, the intended way is you sort of go around the back of this, and there's like this whole labyrinth type thing here, and you can see it there. You climb up to the top, you hit the guy who's up there because he's supplying electricity to this thing, and basically that slows it down, which actually I still do want to slow it down. So yeah, I'm sort of getting stuck in my explanations a little bit here. Let me see if I can do something like that. Okay, it doesn't let me wall jump. Okay, that's fine. Well, I guess I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? There's definitely like another, oh yeah, no, I remember now. You want to go on the ship, right? See, here's the thing, like, in practice, I never actually practiced this shine, because I just practiced the shine skip for it. That was probably a mistake. Am I stuck on this pole? I definitely was stuck on that pole for a second there, but I managed to salvage it. So what I'm gonna do to get up here, okay, I guess I'm gonna do absolutely nothing. I guess I'm gonna go down and see this part of the level that I shouldn't see at all on this mission, but that's fine. That's fine, Mario. We'll just do it your way. Okay, okay. So I mean, you saw me. I was objectively above that. That was not a matter of opinion. I was definitely there, but Mario just wasn't having it. Getting really sick of his insolence lately. It's really starting to annoy me, actually. Anyway, let's just jump on here. Are these guys still here? They're not. Okay, so it's completely trivialized, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to do this, right? Well, we're going to save state and find out. I'm starting to think I might not be able to, actually, because look how fast this thing is going. God damn. It's probably going to block me or something, right? Yep, it's pretty much one big invisible wall. There must be some way around this, though. Like over here. Surely you can get around the side of it or something. Yeah, so I love how I came into this saying, yeah, I'm going to do this really cool way and skip everything, and I pretty much don't know what it is. That's okay, though, you know. We'll just have a look. Actually, you know what? I think what the speedrunners do is they use, like, the momentum from, like, they get, like, a lot of momentum from, like, one of the high up places, and it allows them to, like, basically hover up there. Maybe it's something like that, actually. You can probably do one of those, like, angled wall kicks like that. But, yeah, forget it. We're just gonna go back here and see what we can do, because there's probably, like, a cool way to get up here by doing something like this. Okay, if I do that and just, like, land on that higher up bit, that would be fine. So, okay. wall went out a little bit further than it looked like it should, but that's alright. Don't like this. Really don't like it. What can I do? Can I salvage this? Yes, okay. Wasn't even difficult. Again? Okay, well, I mean, I should have just done this from the start. Let's just bounce up here. And you want to just kill this thing from... Oh, okay. Nope. Damn, lots of very, very minor heart attacks going on right now. Let's just... Oh, okay. You can't grab it out of a side flip, it seems. So let's just grab it, press A, and kill this guy. Is this actually necessary to get the shine to appear, or does it just slow down the thing? Yeah, okay, so you do have to kill him. Again, you can see the fact that I've like really not put any effort into this particular mission. There's Serena Beach on the left there. It's nice to see that one represented. You don't often do that, or don't often see it, I should say. Can I make this cycle? No, but can I land on this? Also no, but that's alright, because I mean I'm like here now. I can just jump a ride from here. And just wait. Like every time I see these I think they're gonna like bounce me, but they never do. I don't know why I think that, they just look like they do. Maybe there's like something else in the game that does that, I don't know. Let's just grab this I guess. So, there we go, that's only one more shine to get in this stage, and it is a really, really bad one. I think it might actually be the single worst shine in the game, now that I think of it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this are going to agree with this and probably have like horrible memories of it. I mean, you might say the pachinko thing, you know, the pinball machine is worse than this, and it probably is, but this one is definitely harder, even though the pinball one is like a lot more broken. And not broken in the interesting, good way that we like, but the horrible way where it just like is clearly incomplete. Speaking of which, there's like a casino stage in Super Mario 64 Last Impact, that hack that came out like almost a year ago, and it's pretty much just as bad as like the pinball machine in Sunshine, so that's probably an unintended cool reference there. Anyway, so yeah, you can probably, I mean, you can probably see what I'm supposed to do. There's these balloons, and I did mention earlier that there is another mission that uses the roller coaster. It is this one. So who do you talk to? This one, I guess. Yeah, okay, so he lets you go on the roller coaster. Want to try? The answer actually is no, but we're going to have to do it. Oh dear, so what you need to do is you have to pop all of these balloons, and you know, I'm complaining about this. I might be lucky, I might get it first try, right? And there's always save states if I don't. I mean, okay, yep, so I'm not accepting that. That was bullshit. I aimed straight at it and missed. So hopefully this one connects. Yep, just one of them though. I'll try it a few times, and then I'll be abusing save states a lot if I fail it any more than a small handful, because it's not fun. Like, I mean, I want to show off what you're supposed to do. Well, I got 3 in a row there, but I'm not gonna frustrate myself on purpose. That's silly. Plus, it's only funny if it's like, I don't know, if it's. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to concentrate on this right now. That's why I'm sort of getting tripped up in my thoughts a little bit. Cool, I got 2 of them at least. That's great. I'm almost done with half of this actually. There's only 20. It always feels like there's a lot more than that, but can I get 3 here? Did I? I did. Nice. So okay, I got 0 there though, just to make up for it. I'm probably gonna miss as well. That's fine though. Where's the next rocket? Okay, I'm gonna shoot you. Is that gonna connect? It is. Okay, okay. Maybe I'll actually be alright. Maybe everything isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Yep, never mind. Well, that was short-lived. I mean, you go through this whole thing 3 times. This is only my 2nd sort of cycle on it, so, you know, we might be okay. We might be okay. I've only got 4 left. That's pretty crazy. I mean, this sort of thing happens a lot to me, you know? The missions that are supposed to be difficult, I sort of breeze through them. The ones that are very easy, such as Mission 5, I find ways to fail them, basically, that shouldn't ever happen. These ones are kind of a nuisance. That's probably going to be what makes me fail it. Oh, these are the only ones left, right? You know what? Fuck it. Save state. I mean, I'm not... It's just in case I do fail afterwards, but I think... one more. Nice. Okay, well, okay. I don't even know what to say. It's just what I said earlier, how, like, hard missions are easy missions are hard, black is white, up is down, welcome to my life. But that's great. I'm pleased that I was able to get it. So, let's just do this weird first person thing again, because we always need to do this when we can now. There we go. Gonna get a weird angle here, and we're seeing the side of the shine again. Brilliant. So as soon as I get back to the plaza, there should be someone waiting for us, but let's save the game first now that I've collected 8 more shines. And yeah, here's Shadow Mario. He's holding the next nozzle for the flood. I will be getting this, not in this segment though, I'll get it in the next one. Let's just bring up this screen, have a look at what we did there. So we have done this level. It's really hard to, oh, you can go in the name. I was always trying to get on the little dot. Done this one, and now I've done this one. So that's fantastic. Obviously there are still a few shines to grab in there, but yeah, while I'm on this screen, it says Isle Delfino here. In the Japanese one it says Dolphic Isle. Unlike all the posters it says that. I think even in English some of them still say that. But yeah, we're done with this one. We're done with Pinna Park. And next segment, probably going to be Noki Bay. Might change my mind at the last minute. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.